Number 33, Junior Penal. Number 42, Babukar Cisse. Number 49, Mershad Ahmadi. Number 78, Nelson Santana. And number 99, Barbaro Shalir. And now, MVHS, official healthcare provider of your Utica City FC, presents tonight's starting lineup. On defense, number 30, Juan Olava. In the midfield, your captain, number 19, Nate Bordeaux. Also in the midfield, number 10, Nilton De Andrade. At forward, number 9, Kelvin Oliveira. Also at forward, number 28, Vinny Dantas. And in goal, number 1, Andrew Taylor. Tonight's team doctor is Marissa Khalil, and the head coach of your Utica City FC is Everton Morena. As members of our great community of Utica, we are proud to be connected to an area that is diverse in its people and culture. Tonight, it is our privilege to honor one of these cultures as we celebrate Bosnian Heritage Night. This night would not be possible without the support of the Bosnian American Community Association, who are dedicated to preserving and promoting the rich heritage and diverse culture of the Bosnian community. Joining us now on the field are representatives from several Bosnian-led organizations that focus on sport, culture, and community engagement. Would you please join us in welcoming members of the Bosnian American Community Association. Bosanski Behar. Kreshnik SC. Kud Bosanska Mladost. And United Elite Kreshnik FC. We thank all of you for joining us this evening. And now we ask that you please rise and join the players, coaches, and staff in removing your caps as in celebration of Bosnian Heritage Night and in the spirit of our proud Bosnian community. We honor the country of Bosnia and Herzegovina with the playing of their national anthem. We ask that you please remain standing as we honor our neighbors to the south with the playing of the national anthem of Mexico. Please remain standing as we honor our great nation with the singing of the Star Spangled Banner. Performing our anthem this evening, please welcome Bethany Swift and Debbie Gutowski.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. We're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets roll.
Welcome inside the Adirondack Bank Center as we get set. A bit of a delay here as we get the Bosnian Heritage Night familiarities underway inside the Odd, but welcome in the national anthem on its way, and we're closer to kickoff between the Chihuahua Savage, who are first in the MASL, and Utica City FC, who sit sixth in the league standings. I'm Arnav Pokral. You saw me in the pregame, but now I'm joined by Jason Palkovic. Jason, a great matchup, two high-flying, high-powered offenses. What are you expecting from today's matchup?
Well, we know both teams really like the high press and plays to their strengths. So really this game, like I said, and we talked with Coach Morera, it's going to come down to those turnovers. Whichever team's going to turn the ball over the least, probably going to come out on top of this win.
A bit of a change in the Utica City FC lineup. Goalkeeper Andrew Coughlin not in net. We saw Babukar Cisse start the game against Harrisburg on Thursday night. We saw Drew Taylor come in at halftime, and it's Drew Taylor who earns the nod in net tonight. He had one goal allowed and made 9 saves in that Harrisburg victory. He's a player who was signed before the season, has played a lot of MASL 2 soccer with Utica City FC's MASL 2 affiliate, United Elite Kreisnick FC. But Drew Taylor is a tall goalkeeper in the MASL. He's made some great saves so far.
Yeah, and he's going to have to come up big today, especially with Chihuahua and some of these guys that can hit the ball. They got some great guys that can finish and hit from distance, so he's definitely going to be counted on tonight to make a couple big saves.
We'll run through the starters, starting with the visiting Chihuahua Savage, who sit 14-3 on the season, first in the MASL, have a perfect home record, 10-0 at home, but are 4-3 on the road. They start in net. Diego Reynoso, number 13. He started 11 games, now 12 games this season. He's backed up by players Jorge Rios, Jaime Romero, Brian Macias, Hugo Puentes, and Roberto Escalante. You look at players who can score in Rios and Romero, but also you look at that tough-nosed defense that Roberto Escalante brings to the side, and the Sonora native is one of the best defenders in all of the MASL.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're sitting first in the MASL, and they are solid front to back, and they are very comfortable at home, obviously. On the road, hopefully we get a good game tonight and we can push their limits.
On the season, Chihuahua averaging under 9 goals a game, 8.76, while only allowing 4.76 goals. They're outscoring opponents by a margin of 4 goals across the entire season. On the other side, for Utica City FC, starting in net, like we mentioned, Drew Taylor in his second MASL game, coming off of a 9-save performance against Harrisburg. He's backed up by defenders Juan Alava alongside Nilton De Andrade, Kelvin Oliveira, Nate Bordeaux, and Vinny Dantas. We don't really see Kelvin start too many games for this Utica City FC side. He usually comes off the bench as part of that second rotation, but he's in the lineup and he's looking to get going right from the start.
Yeah, and a lot of people want to say it's a one-trick pony with Utica, but with Kelvin out in the field, he is just dangerous. He draws attention. It opens up other players. And again, tonight, I think some of these guys are going to have to step up. Junior and Nilton, they're going to have games tonight.
And a big return for Utica City FC. You see him on the right side of your screen. Barbaro Schalier is back after a broken collarbone in game number 2 of the season. He's been out for a while. He's tall, he's quick, he's played for the Cuban national futsal team, and he's a big presence to have back, another offensive option for this Utica side.
Absolutely, and it's going to be important to get him going right off the bat, especially coming off that injury. So get the confidence going, and let's get at these guys.
So Drew Taylor's first game inside of the Adirondack Bank Center against one of the best teams in MASL history, one of the best dynasties in MASL history. The Chihuahua Savage are back-to-back Ron Newman Cup champions and are looking for Ron Newman Cup number 3 this season. And as you see, Nate Bordeaux and this Utica City FC lineup looking to put a stop to the train that is the Savage. Coming into the season, the Savage have dominated in terms of time of possession. They just continue to hold pressure. They play this frantic style of offense that really catches opponents off guard, and it really suits them at home in that small arena.
Absolutely, and again, like you said, it plays into their game, and that's why maybe, I'm not saying they struggle, but the games have been a lot closer on the road than they have been at home.
That's Jason Palkovic, Arnav Pokrel with you on the call from the Adirondack Bank Center. Utica City FC and Chihuahua Savage. The last time these two teams met almost 2 years ago in March of 2023, but Vinny Dantas stands over the ball to renew what should be an incredible matchup in the MASL. You're watching the MASL on CBS Sports Galazo Network, and we welcome you in to our version of the beautiful game here in Utica. We're underway inside the Adirondack Bank Center. And immediately Bordeaux clips out wide to De Andrade, who rolls it forward to Dantas. Vinny Dantas, one of the most experienced players on this Utica City FC side, as contact on the far side leads to a chance to move forward for Rios. And he's bursting into an open area, defended now by Alava. Physical contact early on between the two sides, and this time De Andrade comes away with it. High pressure coming from the Savage, looking to get to this Utica defense, and immediately ball finds Kelvin Oliveira. Clipped one forward for Dantas, and that will be a 3-line violation. In the MASL, you cannot play a pass that crosses over the yellow line on the defensive zone, the midfield line, and the attacking zone yellow line. Otherwise, it'll be a restart for the offense, as you see here for Chihuahua. But early going, it's high pressure from the Savage.
Yeah, and these are the opportunities you don't want to give to Chihuahua. You know, that's a mental mistake getting that 3-line.
Laid off to Rios. He curls one in, deflected away by Utica City FC. Bordeaux let it run, and Rios hits one that stings the palms of Drew Taylor. The first save inside the Adirondack Bank Center as a member of Utica City FC for Drew Taylor. Pressure coming from Junior Pinal as it works back to Reynoso. Here's Jorge Leal. Leal finds it up to Jose Gilberto Lopez, and all the way back to Reynoso. Worked forward, and now ticked off the foot of Carlos Hernandez. And out of play, it'll be a restart for Chihuahua. Well, a minute in, and we've already seen both the teams showing their cards, high-flying offenses, high-powered offenses, and a lot of high pressing.
High pressing and double teaming. You know, Coach Everton Moreira told us, you know, they're going to do that, and they got to make sure they capitalize on their chances.
Works back to Reynoso. Reynoso off the restart as he crosses the midway line. Utica City now sitting back and allowing Reynoso some space. Worked out wide to Hernandez. It's Carlos Hernandez. He fires a shot, save from Drew Taylor. Down to the left, a big stop for the former SUNY Brockport goalkeeper, member of the SUNYAC Conference at NCAA Division III. Now a chance for Utica. Off the wall, Woods! Just misses wide. Great look for Keaton Woods, and he just couldn't find the back of the net.
Great chance there for him.
And now moving forward is Chihuahua. Cesar Ruiz lays it off, and he'll go off for a change. Turn forward again by the Savage. Clipped forward, still with Chihuahua on the far side. Bearing down on goal, and Drew Taylor comes out and stops the cross. Gets it out of harm's way. A couple of early moments for Drew Taylor, but so far he's held his nerve. Laid back to De Andrade. He clips one forward, intended for Mershad Ahmadi, and it falls harmlessly into the hands of Diogo Reynoso. Crossfield pass from Brandon Gonzalez, all the way back to Reynoso. Good 1-2 work from the Chihuahua defense. Here's Luis Medrano. 9 games, now his 10th game of the season. He scored 4 goals, Medrano. Savage holding on to possession. This one angled forward. It remains in. Off the wall, and a tough header back to Drew Taylor, but he adjusted well. As Vinny Dantas, a little bit of miscommunication there.
He knew what he wanted to do, but again, like you said, Drew adjusted for it.
Here is Taylor. Clipped forward again. Pinal heads it forward. Reynoso comes out to play it up in. That one just missing one of the 72 cables that are up on the roof of the Adirondack Bank Center. As here's Kelvin Oliveira. League leader in goals and points. And by that measure, points per game as well. As he finds Junior Pinal. Angled back, Andrade fires from distance, and now a breakaway opportunity for Chihuahua. Instead, the Savage elect to play it slowly out of the back, and that allows for some pressure. Bordeaux held onto it a second too long, still with Bordeaux. Coming out was a sliding Reynoso. And Bordeaux had a chance to lay that one off and just thought about it too much.
Yeah, it looks like he got the ball caught underneath him.
Chihuahua go the other way. Shot fired in off the back wall. Rebound loose, up high off the glass. And now De Andrade can move the other way. 4-on-1 for Utica. De Andrade's got the crossfield ball. Instead tries to ball roll around. And taken forward by Jorge Leal. And he's got space now. It's back and forth. A track meet in the Adirondack Bank Center. Laid off, fired high and into the netting. And a chance to breathe for both teams. But for Utica, that De Andrade chance was golden.
Yeah, I think Milton's going to look back at that after the game, and he's going to want that back. And he had an option on either side to lay that ball off.
De Andrade was the Utica City FC MVP last season, led the team in goals. As Emmanuel Belliard picks one off in midfield. On Thursday night, Belliard was the hero. He scored the game-winning goal in what was a 5-2 victory against the Harrisburg Heat, who sit 11th in the MASL. Angled forward, intended for Barbaro Chelier. Now back by Belliard. It's a slow pass, and Gio Alves had to adjust to it. And it allows Chihuahua to move forward. Great team defense intended for Chelier, and he gets there. Layoff pass to Keaton Woods, just 2 in front of the Iowa native. Alava with pressure, and here's Woods again off the wall. Into the corner, Woods couldn't make a decision in time, and Chihuahua rally behind the defense. Awkward bounce off the wall. Berger's caught flat-footed, and now Carlos Hernandez can slow things down. It felt like we were watching a hockey game there, just back and forth action, a track meet going on.
Yeah, the turnovers, and luckily, unfortunately for both teams, they haven't been able to capitalize on the turnovers so far.
Chance now for Chihuahua off the wall. Drew Taylor stands tall, but not tested on that one. Now another chance. Romero fires just wide, had a man at the back post, and couldn't collect. Utica City still unable to break out in transition. As we're under 9 minutes to play in what has been a game that really hasn't had many stoppages since kickoff. Moving forward off the wall. Utica City FC left 1-on-3 at the back end and could not convert. Moving forward is Chihuahua with Javier Gallegos and a whistle right in front of the Chihuahua bench. Well, this matchup is one that Utica City has had circled on the calendar for a long time because the last time these two teams played, it was a 14-4 decision in favor of Chihuahua. And, you know, when you lose a game that bad, no matter how far or how long ago it was, it always stings.
Yeah, and again, Utica's got different personnel, so they're definitely looking to make a statement and hopefully get some points tonight.
De Andrade battling on the far side with Pedro Castaneda, and it goes away. And all the way back to Reynoso in net. He'll pick it up with his hands and roll it out. Under 8 to play. Just 2 shots on goal for the Savage. 2 saves for Drew Taylor. Utica City had a golden opportunity with Kelvin Oliveira. He couldn't turn it home. Alava gets the return pass from De Andrade. And Alava is being pressured hard. Goes all the way back to Drew Taylor, who rolls it forward to Kelvin Oliveira. Oliveira let it run, but no one was behind him. Sometimes when you've got a player of Kelvin Oliveira's caliber, he's thinking one thing and his mind's moving so quick that the teammates aren't adjusted to it just yet.
It's quick instincts and reading what he wants to do with the ball. And like you said, he's a very crafty player, so sometimes it's very easy to get signals crossed.
Oliveira, a player who at the Kings League World Cup of Nations scored 19 goals and was the MVP of every single game he played in, including the final, was named the tournament MVP and also ended up winning the tournament with Team Brazil. A player who has dominated small-sided football for a long time in the international stage and is now dominating indoor soccer here in the States.
He's definitely a fun player to watch, and that's the type of player, if you're a fan, you want him playing for your team.
Nelson Santana after the restart. This one will angle awkwardly back, and Drew Taylor has to tightrope the sideline of his goalkeeper box to maintain possession for Utica. Slow pass in front. This one sliding in was Bordeaux to make the stop, but he's rolling around on the ground for a little bit longer. There's a shot high into the corner, and Chihuahua score first.
And that all resulted off a turnover again.
Right off the break, it's Hugo Puentes who gets the scoring started. And for Utica City FC, it's a 1-goal deficit. The Chihuahua Savage lead by 1. We'll head to our first media timeout. You're watching the MASL on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. We want to remind you that MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. And also that Green Drop offers a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help athletes battle aching joints and muscles. Here's a chance for Utica City. Mershad Ahmadi was running onto it as Reynoso clears it away. You can learn more about Green Drop by visiting greendropcompression.com. So the goal for Hugo Puentes puts Chihuahua up 1-0. And it's something that has belittled Utica City the entire season, turnovers in the defensive zone.
Yeah, and like we said before the game, you can't turn the ball over against the Chihuahua team, especially in your own defensive third. They're going to punish you for it.
Chihuahua with an early lead. This season, Chihuahua has never lost when scoring the first goal of the game. Utica City FC will have to break that streak to pull off a victory tonight.
You might have just helped it by stating that fact.
They say sometimes the commentator's curse comes into play. We'll see if it comes into play tonight inside the Adirondack Bank Center. The first of two matchups between Utica City FC and the Chihuahua Savage. And when you get games, especially back-to-back, really gets a good look at your opponent as here's Kelvin Oliveira into space. He's being tracked down, maintains possession, and fires a shot into the hands of Reynoso. Shalir was making a late run into the box. Great movement from the Cuban international, but Oliveira went for the shot, couldn't find it. Space on the back end for Chihuahua. Shot blocked away by Jace Berger, and again, Oliveira will collect. Rolls back and fires forward to Jace Berger. Berger hounded by two Savage players, and this one rolls all the way into the hands of Reynoso. And Reynoso went down after contact there from Jace Berger, holding onto that left shin.
Yeah, I don't know if it's so much the contact. I think he's trying to bait a call there. You watch the replay, it doesn't look like there was much there. Just a little on the back. But he's holding the front.
So Reynoso gets up underway. One of the new MASL rules helps prevent that sort of injury prolongation. If you're on the ground for too long, referees can actually rule that you have to exit the field of play. However, goalkeepers are allotted a little bit more time than outfield players. Drew Taylor comes out, has to collect that one, and immediately turned over again by Utica City in its own defensive half. 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter that has just seen one goal from Hugo Puentes. The difference in this one, as again, Chihuahua roll it forward. Now back to Carlos Hernandez. Jorge Leal. And Hernandez was on the ground. Couldn't collect a pass from his teammate. UCFC on the back end with Alava. Rolled inside. It's Cole Stevens, the Milwaukee native. Now Drew Taylor. He tries to angle one up towards the target man, Junior Pinal, and instead he lifted one right into the crowd and off the Utica bench.
Yeah, unforced turnover there. You know, maybe a little poor decision by Juan to play it to him there. Maybe get the ball forward a little bit, but again, you're setting up Chihuahua for a great chance here.
So a set play opportunity from the top of the arc for the Chihuahua Savage, who are looking now to double their lead. Savage, lay it off. Left-footed strike in the back of the net. Pass and outstretch Drew Taylor. And the Savage lead by 2. This one is Roberto Escalante. His 10th goal of the season puts the Savage up 2-0 in the first quarter.
Yeah, you know, it's a great play, great pass, great finish. But again, probably shouldn't have happened. You kind of shot yourself in the foot there. 2 turnovers and 2 goals for Chihuahua.
Unforced errors leading to the 2 Savage goals. One of them a turnover in the back, the other one a ball out of play. And now Utica City down early to the Savage. Junior Pinal works free, but a foul called. And the home crowd letting the referee know about that one. Here's another look at what happened there. Pinal just maybe a little bit of a push in the back there, sending his man into the boards.
It's a little soft for my liking, but, you know, I could get the call. It's all right.
3-on-3 the other way, and now Savage finding more space. Santana stands up the man. Leal onto the right foot. This Chihuahua team loves to shoot from just about anywhere on the field, and Utica City get the ball out of harm's way with 3 minutes left to go in quarter number 1. 2-0, the goals from Hugo Puentes and Roberto Escalante have the Savage up by 2. And again, Chihuahua working well in space. 2-on-1 breakaway. Laid across. There's a shot, and there's goal number 3. Pedro Castaneda makes it 3-0. And an early hole for the home side as the Savage flex their muscles in quarter 1.
Yeah, and again on the replay here, you know, Utica, they lost marks, and, you know, again, Chihuahua, quality team. They're going to find the open guys. 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s, 3-on-2s. They're going to find the guy, and they're going to finish.
It was scoreless in the first about 5.5 minutes, but since then, it was Puentes, Escalante, and now Pedro Castaneda have the score 3-0 in favor of the side from south of the border in Chihuahua, Mexico. And this is a Chihuahua team that, well, if you get into a shootout with them, it really favors Chihuahua, as there's a shot deflected away, and Shalier gets the last touch on it. UCFC really struggling to establish some offensive pressure against this Chihuahua side.
Yeah, they're not really tacking it together as a team either.
Jorge Rios laid across, and now all the way back to Jaime Romero. Forward by Luis Medrano. Oliveira chests it down to Shalir, who's tall but couldn't get away and shield off the man. This ball rolls all the way back into the hands of Andrew Taylor. Well, it's hard to say nerves for this Utica City FC side, having played 6 games at home already, but a little bit of a quality difference. Something needs to change from this UCFC side as the Savage are dominating early on.
100%. They definitely got to find their chances.
Laid off, and what a save from Reynoso as point-blank range for De Andrade. And here's another look at what happens. Starts with Oliveira, just tenacious in front. Gio Alves lays it off to De Andrade, and Reynoso comes out, makes himself big, and a great stop from Reynoso, the Mexico City native. That's one you'd want back for Utica City FC, but here's Dantas now on the swivel. Pressured by 2 and will lay it off to Woods. Woods fires a shot high and into the netting. So some offense now for Utica City, but too little too late in this first quarter as they're down by 3.
Yeah, great stop by the keeper, but again, like you said, if you're Nilton, you probably want that one back. You know, you got to do better with that.
Jorge Rios passes it away. Rios, the leader on the team in points. 22 goals, 14 assists for Rios. He's second in the league in goals scored, behind only Utica City's Kelvin Oliveira. 1 minute to play in the first quarter inside the Adirondack Bank Center. It has been Savage domination. 3-0 lead, 5 shots on goal for Chihuahua. Just 2 shots on goal for Utica City, and one big missed opportunity by Keaton Woods that would have got the scoring started a lot earlier in the game. Reynoso. With half a minute to play, Berger goes off the wall. Leal clips it up and into the second tier of seating here inside the Adirondack Bank Center.
Yeah, if you're Utica, you'd love to sneak one in here and make it a 3-1 game going into the second.
As the ball gets thrown down, we remind you Miter is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, Miter is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. You can learn more at miter.com, M-I-T-R-E. Cutting in, and Alava will collect. He looks forward to Junior Pinal. Now brought down by Cole Stevens, who maintains possession, but Utica City is forced to travel back. Possession goes the way of the home side. Just 14 seconds to make something happen at the end of quarter number 1. Bordeaux will go back to Stevens. Now Mershad Amadi. 1 assist against Harrisburg for Amadi on 10 shots on goal against Harrisburg, and that will do it for quarter number 1. 3 goals for the Savage. Hugo Puentes, Roberto Escalante, and Pedro Castaneda have the Savage up 3-0 after 1. We've got more MASL action coming at you shortly on CBS Sports Galazo Network. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. It's Bosnian Heritage Night here inside the Odd. And to honor that in the Bosnian community that is so strong here in central New York, there's a couple of special performances. There was a big walkout before the game as well. I know, Jason, you and I have both had some great experiences. We worked with United League Christnik FC, which has a lot of Bosnian influence in the club as well. And a lot of great things come from the Bosnian community. It's great to see them honored tonight as well. Oh, absolutely. The support from the Bosnian community is unbelievable. And the amount, just the soccer clubs alone, the participation in those clubs is huge. So Bosnian Heritage Night inside the Odd is today. Tomorrow inside the Odd, there's a mascot matchup at halftime where a bunch of local mascots from around the central New York area, a bunch of colleges and other businesses will have mascots play a halftime matchup between each other. I don't really know how the teams are decided for that one. I don't know if it's a coin toss, but it seems like there's always a couple of standout mascots that we see from those games as well. Yeah, they just break them up ahead of time with the mascots, local colleges, businesses, and they just break them up and have a game at halftime. And it's probably one of the best halftime shows all season. That's Jason Palkovic. I'm Arnav Pocarel. We're inside the Adirondack Bank Center for MASL Soccer on CBS Sports Galazo Network. You can visit MASLsoccer.com, but also you can catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Galazo Network. Alex Bastavinsky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. MASL Monday will definitely have some things to say about this game in front of us between the Savage and Utica City FC. Right now, it's the Savage dominating, and really, it's been Utica City FC. The turnovers are killing the home side. Yeah, and if I'm Coach Everton, I'm letting these guys know, hey, look, they're a good side, but we kind of shot ourselves here. So let's pick it up second quarter. Let's limit the turnovers, and let's start attacking together and hopefully create some chances. They got a couple good chances, but now let's see if we can capitalize on them. Reynoso made a big save to deny Nilton de Andrade. Keaton Woods had a chance at the doorstep that he couldn't turn in. And now we get set for quarter number 2 between the two sides. Jose Lopez gets us underway. And immediately Arturo Valle handles possession. Reynoso with an excellent stop has been the better of the two netminders tonight. But Drew Taylor made a couple of big saves before giving up the next couple of goals. And once again, a couple of them turnovers, one of them his pass that went out led on to a set play that Escalante scored on. Really, that's probably the only fault of Drew right now is just that the giveaway at the top of the arc. Other than that, he's done what you've asked him to do. Just his second ever MASL game at the MASL 1 level. He's played a fair amount for the Utica City MASL 2 affiliate, United Elite Christnik FC. And right now, it's Nilton de Andrade who will watch that one back to Drew Taylor. Bordeaux picks it up, captain of this Utica City FC side. Now Kelvin lays it off. Woods just a step behind the Chihuahua defense. And another great idea, but there's De Andrade picking it off, and he stumbles over the ball, maintains possession. But once again, Utica City, another golden opportunity that just doesn't come together in the final third. Oliveira wins a foul as Chihuahua is called for it. And once again, just have to be quicker in the final third if you're Utica City. Yeah, and honestly, if I'm Kelvin Oliveira there, I'd be happy with him going 1v1 there. Not a bad idea laying it off to Keaton, but you're 1v1. Go ahead. Gio Alves will roll it back to Oliveira. Crossfield pass, and now a bouncing ball rifled in from Wanalava. A block from the Chihuahua defense. Belliard now knifes one in to the corner. This is Gio Alves. And his pass to the middle is cut out, turned over again. Belliard, Alves with space, fires, scores! This time it's the home side taking advantage of a turnover in the midfield. And Gio Alves fires home his third goal of the season as Belliard laid it off. A bouncing ball, and Alves finds it and fires it into the far post. Yeah, and again, Chihuahua likes the double team, but the turnover plus the double, they had 3 guys there. They left Gio open, and Utica does the right thing, find him, and he finishes. So Alves, coming off of a goal against the Harrisburg Heat on Thursday night, picks up a goal against the #1 team in the MASL in the Chihuahua Savage. The assist goes to Emmanuel Belliard, who's now on a 4-game point streak. He also had the game-winning goal against the Heat. So Belliard and Alves combine. Two players who were on the score sheet against Harrisburg, on the score sheet again today. Kelvin Oliveira heads it back to Andrew Taylor. Andrew Taylor fires one long, intended for Barbaro Shalier. Shalier defended by 2. He has a man in front of him in Jace Berger. If he can maintain possession, Shalier gets taken down, and a foul called on the ensuing play. Shalier playing his first game inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Looks a little bit sluggish to start, but is still really getting adjusted to the speed of play here.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Like there, he lost the ball, but he fought back and tried to. He almost won it back before the foul.
It's an experienced Chihuahua side against a Utica City FC side that has some experience but is relatively putting together some new players. Barbaro Shalier, Junior Pinal, Kelvin Oliveira, all playing in their first regular seasons in the MASL. Oliveira played in the playoffs last year for this UCFC side, as Nelson Santana down on the ground in the far corner. You talk about experience. Santana's the epitome of experience.
And that's why he's here right now. That's why they got him in there tonight. His experience back there brings a calming sense in the back. But I'll tell you, I like what I've seen out of Utica City so far this quarter.
The second quarter that is entirely different compared to a Savage-dominated first quarter. Junior Pinal couldn't bring the ball down, and it rolls all the way back to Reynoso. Here's Javier Gallegos, coming off of 3 shots on goal in the last matchup for Chihuahua, which was a 5-2 loss to the San Diego Sockers just under a week ago. Keaton Woods wins the ball in an advanced position and will roll it back to De Andrade, all the way back now to Santana. 11.5 to play inside the Adirondack Bank Center in the first half of action of this MASL matchup. Here's Bordeaux out to Mershad Amadi, someone who can fire shots on goal at will. Instead, Amadi looked for the pass to Pinal, and there's a great move in the midfield, as moving forward with it now is Puentes. Puentes opened the scoring, found another goal scorer there in Roberto Escalante. Pressure to Reynoso. This ball, a perfect ball over the top, but 3-line violation as it just escapes over that yellow line, and Utica City got away with one there because there was a player free on the back post in Puentes.
Yeah, you definitely, like we said, you got to stay with your guys. You don't want to leave them open, and luckily got the 3-line call.
So Oliveira will stand over this one alongside Gio Alves, who now runs over it, and will leave it for Oliveira. Kelvin finds Alves, but the pass intercepted by Jorge Leal. Pass goes out of play, ticks actually off the top of the boards and remains in play. Thought that one was headed right to the Miller Lite Beer Garden down on field level at the Adirondack Bank Center. As Vinny Dantas wins possession for Utica City FC. Off the wall, Dantas looking for Shalier, turned it over, and now Dantas in a foot race to get back. And with speed moving forward is Macias, who fires a shot.
I think Vinny's going to look back at that one, and he's going to see a wide open Kelvin Oliveira on the far side there. He could have got it too.
It's not very often you see Kelvin Oliveira left open, as there's a high kick to Oliveira's rib cage. And this one is a big call here for the refereeing crew, because Oliveira took one right to the right lung with an open boot. Here's another look at what happened. Just reaching across.
Looks like he got kicked on the side, and the ball caught him in the face on the follow through.
That's Jose Lopez. In his 16th game of the season, he has scored 10 goals for this Savage side. Rolled back to Belliard. Belliard stutter stepping, looking for an opening. Guanalava, Belliard. Rolled forward, intended for Oliveira. Just skipped under his foot and into the hands of Reynoso. Interesting there from Reynoso. He did a little throw-in motion to get the ball forward, and it bounces up and out of play for the Savage. Just tried to get rid of the ball too quickly. And that one well out of play from Jace Berger. So after a good first couple of minutes of this second quarter for Utica City FC, the final 2 minutes until now have been a little bit less quality.
Yeah, going back to the way they were in the first quarter there. Can't lose the players.
The Savage move forward, defended well by Junior Pinal, hooked towards Andrew Taylor, and into the hands of the MASL rookie. Taylor finds Pinal. Great feed, right-footed strike off the wall from Junior Pinal, and it's going to go the way of the Savage. Well, that all starts with Drew Taylor, finds a great pass forward.
I was just going to say that's something that Drew brings to the table. His outlet passes, he's got a great throw on him, so he can find those quick outlets.
Drew Taylor was a 4-year starter at SUNY Brockport, which is not too far up here in central New York in the grand scheme of things, and was one of the statistical best goalkeepers in Brockport history. 2 all-conference selections, was the conference defensive player of the year, 2nd all-time in shutouts, and 3rd all-time in saves at Brockport. I mean, the accolade list just runs long for this MASL rookie. Now a chance again moving forward is Castaneda. His shot collected by Taylor. Taylor wants to go long again and does. Down to Shalier. Shield off a man. Still with Shalier. Off the wall. And Oliveira and Shalier miscommunicating. Could have been both of their balls. Instead, it's no one's, and now the Savage go the other way. Breakaway speed rolled towards Taylor. He makes the save. It trickles out of the goal box, so Utica City will have to play it out, and a shot goes high and away from the goal mouth. And again, Utica City struggling to clear the defensive zone.
They escaped a great chance there for Chihuahua. Luckily, they put it high and it got blocked.
Drew Taylor fakes a short roll, will go long to Oliveira again. Great feed from Oliveira to Woods, who has some space. Woods gets past one. Gets past another, but can't make the final pass. And well, they've been the story of the season for Keaton Woods. Just can't put it together in the final third, a second too late. But still with Utica City. This time it's DeAndrade who's got some speed. DeAndrade battling, complaining as play continues. And all the way back to Reynoso. Angled forward. This one will run all the way back to Drew Taylor. Well, he's been a busy man. Drew Taylor, 4 saves, 3 goals allowed. On the other side, 2 saves for Reynoso, 1 goal for this Utica City FC side. Pinal. You know he wants the left foot. Instead, we'll roll it away to Juan Alava. Alava scored some long-range goals this season and in his MASL career. Milwaukee just a couple of weeks ago, there was one from right about midway in between the halfway line and that yellow line. Just a great strike, as here's a turnover again from Alava. And now a chance to move forward for Gallegos. Step over, defended by Belliard. And once again, an offensive opportunity that breaks down due to a turnover.
Yeah, and sometimes you just got to get that ball forward instead of giving them a chance down here in your own third. Get the ball forward, turn it over in the offensive end.
Played forward off the wall, free in front, and a great defensive stand from Belliard. Played back now to Brian Macias. And forward again by Chihuahua. Scoring has slowed down after a busy first quarter for the Savage and a busy start to the second quarter for Utica City FC. We're awaiting the media timeout at the next stoppage. Savage moving quickly back and forth. Gallegos on the near side. Found an entry pass and immediately played right back out to Arturo Valle. Puentes takes a couple of steps in, fires one off the wall, headed in front and scored! A great feed and a Wallace scorer straight off the wall and into the back of the net. For Arturo Valle, it's 4-1 Savage. And that takes us to our second quarter media timeout. Chihuahua gets one right back and leads by 3. You're watching the MASL on CBS Sports Golazo Network.
special moment. And being able to have love for soccer and so-called football and celebrate and cherish our roots, it's just such a special night, and I want to thank you, everybody here tonight.
So we know something that Baca is doing is helping out with the fountain that is going to be going in. Take just 30 seconds and kind of tell us about what that is here in the city.
Talking about Sabine, Sabine is a symbol of unity, friendship, generosity, and one of the things that we came as a Bosnian community to build a monument like Sabine in Utica, New York, and to give a gift to Utica so we can say thank you, Utica, for welcoming us and opening the door to
Back inside the Adirondack Bank Center, it's 4-1 Savage. Lead the home side, Utica City FC, by a margin of 3. Jason Palkovich alongside me. I'm Arnav Pokrell. It's a 3-goal lead for the Savage, 4-1 on the scoreline. The most recent goal scored by Arturo Valle, his 5th of the season, And Utica City FC looked like they had a response, Jason, but then the Savage just continuing relentless pressure, and eventually it pays off for the visitors.
Yeah, again, another turnover in the back that didn't lead to the goal right away, but it was their possession, and they capitalized.
So where does Utica City go in the final 6 minutes of the first half? Well, the first thing that it does is fire the ball up and into the stands as Nelson Santana looked to advance the play. And, well, considering the struggles on the back end for Utica City FC, not the worst thing in the world, but you would have liked to see that pass completed.
Yeah, and again, they're getting chances, which is good. If you weren't getting chances, it'd be a problem. But, again, it can be better.
Under 6 minutes to play, and once again, just those 3 shots on goal. Here's a look at the goal from Puentes assisting off the wall, and Arturo Valle collects and heads home at the back post.
And another turnover by Utica for a top of the arc.
Top of the arc restart for Chihuahua. Players rotating. It's Escalante who fires, headed away. Escalante the rebound, cleared off the line. Drew Taylor comes out and punches. Took out Nelson Santana in the process, but now 3-on-1 the other way. Moving with pace. Here goes Berger. He's into the corner. And could not find the angle for a pass. Still with UCFC. Now foul called on the Savage. But once again, breakaway opportunities. That time, the stretch pass forward. Here's another look at that goal line clearance from Wanalava. And Drew Taylor comes out to collect. And then as play continued on the other side, it was Jace Berger who got caught in the corner and couldn't find an outlet pass. Rolled back and now across to Alava. Amadi. Here is Mershad Amadi. Wants that left-footed shot. Instead will go with the right. And that's what Amadi can bring. He can create space for himself and find a chance on goal. That ball makes contact with the banners up inside the Adirondack Bank Center. The Utica Comets, a member of the AHL, the New Jersey Devils affiliate. They're currently playing on the road right now, but the banners count as a part of the structure here inside the Adirondack Bank Center, and it's called a superstructure violation, which leads to the restart for Vinny Dantas and UCFC. Amadi blocked away by Leal, and he felt the worst of that one on the knee. Amadi flicks one towards Dantas, who can't bring it down. Flicked forward, all alone. Oliveira comes back, acrobatic effort. And Drew Taylor just has to get it away and into the netting.
Yeah, not much he can do there. But again, I got to say, I know we've given up 4 goals, but Drew Taylor definitely up to the task right now. And I'd be happy with how he's performing so far.
I mean, what an acrobatic effort there from Jose Lopez. As this one rolled across, firing away and blocked by Wanalava. Still in front for Chihuahua. There's a shot fired into the top corner. What a finish from the Savage, who lead by 5-1.
But again, you know, Utica, you're leaving guys open. You can't get a step. They can't get a step on you and be able to get a shot off.
And once again, right in front, a great first touch from Javier Gallegos and his 7th goal of the season. puts the Savage up by a margin of 4 with under 5 minutes to play in the first half. It has been a complete back-to-front performance from the Savage side. The defense has locked things down. Utica City has missed chances left, right, and center, and the Savage have taken just about every single chance that's came their way.
Yeah, and again, like you said, that was a great first touch, great finish, for 2-touch. But again, Utica giving them that chance. You can't have 2 touches there.
Gio Alves. Back to Santana. Arced forward, intended for Shalier. Angles off the wall. Reynoso lost control of it, but eventually bundled away by this Savage defense. And now on the turn, moving forward. A cross-field pass from the Savage as advantage played for the visiting side. Laid back across. One-time shot deflected in front by a diving Nilton de Andrade. Last-ditch defending from the Cape Verde native, who has played some minutes for the USA national futsal team at the Futsal World Cup last year. Restart upcoming for the Savage. Fired into the back post, and it's wide of everybody. All the way back to Carlos Hernandez. Now the other way. Shielding it is Junior Pinal. Pinal, who started the year with a great stretch of goal scoring, has since cooled off, but still been one of the best finishers on this Utica City FC side. Foul called on Pinal on the far side. You can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams in the MASL by following at MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and at MASL Arena on X or Twitter.
Physicality has definitely picked up a little bit here in the second quarter now.
Headed back by Olave into the path of Drew Taylor. 5-1 lead for the Savage as Taylor finds Mershad Amadi. Hooked forward to Dantas. Return to Amadi. Back to Dantas, who can't get there in time. Off the boards. This is Olave. Feeling pressure. Will get it out to Drew Taylor. Taylor, who is very comfortable with the ball at his feet, has had some jitters with it now in the opening stages of this home matchup, as now for the second time he sent a ball out of play. And once again, he's played in the Adirondack Bank Center before. This isn't his first game here. He played as a part of the M2 side. But that one and the earlier pass as well, just not on target for Taylor.
And give credit to Chihuahua. I mean, the way they're defending when we have the ball, it is making it tough to find these outlet passes. So give credit where credit's due.
Rolled back, and a shot goes high into the netting from Carlos Hernandez. You're watching the MASL on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Beside me is Jason Palkovich, and I'm Arnav Pokrell. As again, Utica City FC struggling to put play together back to front. A header from Drew Taylor goes right to the Savage. And now Oliveira finds Shalier, who's hounded by this Chihuahua defense, but now Oliveira's all alone up front. Oliveira, and he's called for a 3-line violation. Looked like the pass had just started before the yellow line on the defensive side. Oliveira needed to take that one out of the air if he wanted play to continue.
Definitely a 3-line pass, and if he would have just, like you said, taken that touch, 3-line wouldn't have been called, but again, error on Utica's part.
So another yellow line restart for this Chihuahua side, deflected in. Well, it took an awkward deflection, and Javier Gallegos has his second goal of the match. Right past a diving Drew Taylor, who couldn't adjust in time. It took a deflection off of Juan Alava in front. Looked like Taylor had that one covered.
Yeah, not much on it, but again, just the slightest touch, redirected it just past him.
So 6-1 now for Chihuahua, who have taken advantage of every single option that has came its way. Gallegos has 2. The 2 most recent goals as well for Javier Gallegos. Gallegos, who had played for the MASL Mexican team, as well as the Mexican national futsal team, is only in his second season of MASL soccer. Last year, he only played in 9 matches, had 5 goals. This year, he's already done a lot better than that, as Junior Pinal lays it back to De Andrade. Work to the other side, and now good deflection in front. Ball ticked off the top of the bench and remains in play. Hooked back towards Gio Alves and now headed to Drew Taylor. Taylor goes long. Headed forward by Chihuahua. 2-on-2 the other way if the Savage hurry. Backing off. Now a shot rolled just wide and off the post and out. De Andrade with speed has Junior Pinal ahead of him. Can't play the pass. And that's one that De Andrade has to do when you've got Pinal on his favored left foot. As Alava took an elbow to the back. And play will restart with a Utica City FC free kick. And yet again, it's a breakaway opportunity. Utica on the counterattack, and the final third pass just isn't there.
Yeah, the offensive third, it's just the pass or the touch. Every time it's off just a little bit, and it's Utica's, they just can't find their way right now.
In the corner, it's Vinny Dantas, who can't maintain possession, and Alava's touch takes it out of play on the far side.
I mean, the options that these guys are getting on the offense, you know, whether to take somebody on or lay the ball off, they're picking the wrong one right now each time.
Chance in front again for Chihuahua. One-on-one with Taylor. It finds the back of the net. It's 7-1 in favor of the Savage, who are dominating inside the Adirondack Bank Center. And once again, it's a touch off the wall. Just the slightest of touches into Jorge Rios, and he does the rest. Second in the MASL in goals scored, and Rios makes it 7-1 Chihuahua.
And Utica got caught ball watching there. Runner comes through, left unmarked. And again, I don't care who it is. You leave somebody unmarked in the box, you should be finishing that.
Jorge Rios carries what is now a 6-game point streak, having scored 7 goals and 4 assists in those 6 games. As Oliveira right now can't find the answer for this Utica City offense. That one played up into the stands with 47 seconds left to play. They give the assist to Escalante. I thought Pedro Castaneda had a little touch on it on the near side corner, but they say that Escalante's pass off the wall led to the goal. As they wait for the ball to come down from the stands. And now they have 2. So the final minute of the first half, it's a 7-1 lead for the Chihuahua Savage, who are back to front, outplaying this Utica City FC side. Flicked back by Oliveira. Cut out by Santana. And off the corner wall. Stevens has to get it out of the defensive zone, and another intentional delay leads to another set play opportunity for this Chihuahua Savage side.
Yeah, you can't keep giving them chance after chance here. You know, we've been saying it since the start of the broadcast. You can't give good teams, especially Chihuahua, chances like this.
Gallegos on the hat trick will lay it off. Good, well-worked play. This one high. Escalante with the rebound. Now a one-time shot off the volley. Still flicking forward. Another block from Bordeaux this time. And Gallegos will reset possession for Chihuahua. 17 seconds left to play in half number 1. And Chihuahua fire a shot. Drew Taylor gets down, makes a save. Oliveira with 9 seconds. All alone up front. Kelvin Oliveira defended by 2. Gets past 1, lays it up, 2 seconds just high. And that'll do it for the first half. Bordeaux with a golden opportunity in the final few seconds. But he can't turn it home, and that's the story of the first half for Utica City FC, is missed opportunities both on the defensive end and in the attacking end. Chihuahua have been near perfection for the visitors. It has been an incredible first half from the visiting side, who sit atop the MASL and lead 7-1 over Utica City FC. We've got Brennan Miller down on the field. He's going to have a conversation now with Everton Marrera. We'll send it down to Brennan now, who's field side.
Utica City FC, Mr. Everton Marrera. Everton, obviously, the score not what you were trying to get here early on in this contest. What are we seeing?
It's obviously, it didn't start the way how we expect and we want to whatsoever. The team actually started with a lot of energy and intensity, but we ended up giving up like a lot of goals that not supposed to. You know, like we just have to go to the locker room right now, make sure to come back stronger. And it's an indoor soccer. We don't, you know, like the game is never over until the last minute.
So when you go into the locker room here, what are you saying to these guys to try and get them kind of back on the right track? Maybe cut into this lead here in the third quarter.
We have to step up. We have to clean up our passes. We have to defend. We're losing our man all the time. It's individual accountability. If your man scores, your fault. That's it. So we have to make sure that we come back stronger. We have to stop the bleed and start to score. We had opportunities. We created opportunities, but we weren't scoring. We have to be clinical.
All right, thank you. That's head coach Everton Marrera of your Utica City FC.
That was Brennan Miller down on the field, and it is halftime inside the Adirondack Bank Center. A 7-1 lead for the Savage, who come to Utica and have played their hand perfectly in the first half. Stay tuned for halftime, and once halftime is over, we'll be back inside the odd for half number 2 between Chihuahua and Utica City FC.
Creative, fast, strong, agile, dependable. Just has that special something.
What makes a great player?
The same thing that makes a great vehicle.
Let's go, Utica! Let's go!
Davidson of Rome.
Nice.
Proud sponsor of the Utica City Football Club.
Give it up one more time for Kud Bosanska Mladost. And now, fans, direct your attention to the video board for tonight's celebrations and shout-outs.
Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car. I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at a convenience store. Managed to save just a little bit of money. Won't have to drive too far. Just cross the border and into the city. You and I can both get jobs and finally see what it means to be living. You got a fast car. Fast enough so we can fly away. We gotta make a decision. Live tonight and die this way.
Your attention with the owner of a white Jeep, license plate GDW 8897. Speaking of fast car, please go to your car fast. We need you to move it as soon as humanly possible. Thank you. That's again a white Jeep, license plate GDW 8897.
What a save! What a save! What a save! And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Taylor & the Cook is now open at 311 Main Street. It's everything you know and love about one of the top 100 restaurants in the country, but now with so much more. We're proud to offer a new menu, items for everyone to enjoy, from a cheeseburger to a steak sandwich, scallops, filet, and everything in between. Sit by the fire and enjoy a cocktail for happy hour, or book a reservation online. Or you can just walk in. Taylor & the Cook, so much more than before.
At Rome Health, we bring the best orthopedic and sports medicine care right to your neighborhood. Our experienced team includes orthopedic surgeons, sports medicine specialists, and physical therapists working together to get you back to the things that you love to do. So whether you need an injection for arthritis pain, rotator cuff surgery, a joint replacement, or help recovering from a concussion, we're committed to delivering superior care to you. Rome Health, the best orthopedic care out there, here.
Country rock trailblazer, Brantley Gilbert, the Tattoos Tour 2025.
These ain't just some tattoos, this is who I am. This is what
Adirondack Bank Center, Friday, April 25th, with special guests Travis Denning and Peyton Smith. Get tickets now at EmpireStateTix.com. The brand new album Tattoos is available everywhere. For more, visit BrantleyGilbert.com. Produced by Pepper Entertainment.
Heading to Babes at Harbor Point, heading on down to Babes, making my way down Genesee, making my way to Babes. Watch the game, have a beer, always something happening here. Bring the family one and all, come on down and have a ball. Let's go. Heading to Babes at Harbor Point, heading on down to Babes, making my way down Genesee, making my way straight to Babes.
What a save!
And now it's your turn to save here at Master Vito Hyundai on Commercial Drive in Yorkville or online anytime at mastervitohyundai.com. Make your move to Master Vito Hyundai.
Creative, fast, strong, agile, dependable. Just has that special something.
What makes a great player?
The same thing that makes a great vehicle.
Let's go, Utica!
Davidson of Rome.
Nice.
Proud sponsor of the Utica City Football Club.
It's Coco Melon. Sing along live.
You hear that beat? Dance and move your feet.
Dance and sing along with JJ, Nina, Cody, and all their friends.
It's the animal dance.
Coco Melon. Sing along live. Jam with the fam and dance every chance you get in this new musical adventure. For tickets and more information, visit CocoMelonOnTour.com.
It's Cocomelon! Yeah!
That's right. Coco Melon's favorite teacher, Miss Appleberry, welcomes JJ, Nina, Cody, Cece, all their friends, and you to come along on a Melon Patch musical field trip in Coco Melon Sing Along Live. Get ready to jam with the fam and dance every chance you get in this exciting new musical adventure coming to the Adirondack Bank Center on Saturday, May 10th. Tickets went on sale yesterday and can be purchased at EmpireStateTix.com. Direct your attention to the video board as we update you on tonight's 50-50. There's still time to purchase your 50-50 tickets, so head to the kiosks on the concourse or visit any one of our 50-50 volunteers before the end of the third quarter. Be back here at the Adirondack Bank Center tomorrow when UCFC and Chihuahua conclude their weekend battle with kickoff set for 3 p.m. Plus, we will celebrate our UCFC season ticket members, and Keeper will welcome some special guests for our annual Mascot Madness game. Great seats are still available, so purchase yours at UCFCtickets.com.
And all your friends are still here. And I'm just wondering what they know. I wish you'd talk, wish you'd talk, wish you'd talk, wish you'd just talk to me. I wish you'd talk, wish you'd talk, wish you'd talk, wish you'd just talk to me. I think you're getting closer. 'Cause I'm getting nervous. I wish you'd talk, wish you'd talk, wish you'd talk, wish you'd just talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, wish you'd just talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, wish you'd just talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, wish you'd just talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, wish you'd just talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me in French, talk to me in Spanish, talk to me in your own made-up language. Doesn't matter if I understand it. Talk right in my ear, tell me your secrets and fears. Once you talk to me, I'll talk to you and say, hey, let's get out of here. Shall we go back to my place? Stand up like a soldier, baby. Yeah, I know you been like that. Got it like a holster, baby. Show them say you're wicked like that. We live where the war is raging, chasing our crazy dreams, hoping that the bridge won't cave in. So now we'll let it all go free. Give me the thing, I made me rockin' at the dance. Give me the thing, I made me rockin' at the dance. My shit don't like stepping at the dance. Give me the thing, I made me rock. Give me the thing, I made me rockin' at the dance. Give me the thing, I made me rockin' at the dance. My shit don't like stepping at the dance. Give me the thing, I made me light it up.
Show them your flame to the fire. It's spraying like your name on a flyer. They wanna tame your desire.
Hey, UCFC fans, it's your host, Brendan, down here in the Miller Lite Beer Garden, the place that you want to be. I'm telling you, if you haven't been down here for a game, you got to upgrade those tickets. You can go and do that when you get tickets to a UCFC game. Upgrade them, come right down here to the Beer Garden. You can go in to the City Pub, grab yourself a drink. You can go to the buffet, get yourself some food. And there is not an experience closer to the action than right here in the Beer Garden. You can get right down almost on the field. You make sure you got to put those beers below the railing because you never know when a ball is going to come up into play here. But I'm telling you, if you have not been down here, you got to find your way down to the Beer Garden. There's a whole lot going on, and you do not want to miss it, I promise.
Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. It's the start of the second half between the league-leading Chihuahua Savage and Utica City FC. And if there's one word to describe the first half, it was opportunities. Opportunities that were converted for Chihuahua, opportunities that were missed for Utica City FC. I'm Arnav Kokro. Next to me is Jason Palkovic. Jason, what were your thoughts on that first half?
I mean, Chihuahua demonstrated why they're top of the table, top of the league. And for Utica, again, like you said, just missed opportunities or the lack of opportunities and just falling apart a little bit in that offensive third. You know, bad decision on making a pass you should have taken somebody on or shooting when you should have passed. Hopefully, different second half here.
Some competitive fire from this Utica City FC side as they walked out of the locker room and onto the field. But right now, it is domination for the Savage. 5 different players with 2 points on the night and a total of 10 players already on the score sheet for the Savage as kickoff happened a little bit too early in this second half, so they restart and we'll have to reset the clock back to an even 15 minutes. And they do that. We'll be underway yet again from the Adirondack Bank Center. Second half of action, 30 minutes of soccer left to play inside of the odd. Chested down, chance for Andrade, who's turning, falls down, whistle blows, and a dangerous opportunity here for Utica City FC. Couldn't ask for a better start from the offense to get down into scoring range.
Good start, but again, like we said, the first half, you got to capitalize on it now. Take advantage of your chances here.
Vinny Dantas alongside Kelvin Oliveira. It is a 4-man wall as it's laid off the wall. And a great chance for UCFC, and yet again, missing the back of the net. That one ever so close as you get another look. Kelvin Oliveira laid it off down low and then just hits the outside of that right post.
Call me crazy, but I'd be okay and let Kelvin hit that. From that distance, I don't care if the goalie's on that side or not. Hit it.
You might be right. He does have 26 goals on the year coming into today. And we do have to note a goalkeeper change for the Chihuahua Savage. Stepping in for the second half is Cristian Hernandez, who is on the ball right now. It's a pretty common change that the Savage have made all season long. He's appeared in 13 matches. He fires a pass forward. There's a shot. Deflected in. That one off of another Utica City FC player. Drew Taylor got a touch, but the final touch was off of an outfielder. And the Savage start quickly in half number 2. It started with Hernandez moving the ball forward. Jose Gilberto Lopez hit off the hand of Drew Taylor and then off of the body of one of the 3 UCFC defenders right in front. And it's 8-1, Savage dominating.
And again, picking up right off the first half. Missed Utica chance, capitalized Chihuahua chance.
Good outside of the foot pass, and Barbaro Chelier will get to the end of it on the corner. He goes down hard. Chelier gets right back up, plays a pass, wins it back, still battling for it. Still on that near side wall. Pops out to Kelvin. Kelvin works out wide. Drilled shot, saved by Hernandez. Got down with the left foot and kept it out of the back of the net. That was great tenacity from Barbaro Chelier in his first game back from a broken collarbone. And good work from him and Kelvin Oliveira to find Cole Stevens out wide.
Just a difference, too, if you're watching Chihuahua, how quick they are to double team the ball. And Utica wants to do the same thing, but not at the same pace that Chihuahua is doing.
Oliveira, as looked like Gio Alves went down hard on a foul. Right in front of the Chihuahua bench. It'll be a restart for UCFC. Angled forward, Oliveira lost his footing in the attacking zone. Now pressure coming from Gio Alves. Alves cuts off the pass, forces Chihuahua one way, but the Savage break out and into space. Moving forward, rolled across. Good defense from UCFC, but turned right back over. Dangerous opportunity, laid off. Working onto the left side, out of the wall and away. That was Pedro Castaneda, who has a goal today for the Savage. Here's a chance for Oliveira. Onto his left foot. Oliveira fires wide. De Andrade will get it on the other side. He can't make anything happen. This one squirts free, and Castaneda will get it away from danger. Jace Berger gets a touch on it into the attacking zone. Oliveira's in the box. That one bounces awkwardly off the rim of the boards and out of play. Oliveira missing a one-on-one chance. You don't see that very often, as great play off the boards from the Brazilian, but just too wide of the post. So a turnover from UCFC gives Chihuahua the ball, but now Santana picks it up in some space. Looks for the outlet pass to Junior Pinal, and it's cleared away by the Savage. Here's Hugo Puentes, who scored the first goal of the game, what seems like ages ago for Chihuahua, and now he's on his bike the other way. Puentes, outside of the foot pass, and now dropped all the way back. And the Savage can take their time and wait for Utica City to press forward because they have such a big lead. UCFC forced to press the issue.
Absolutely, and it's not going to get any easier. Utica's got to stay disciplined, stay with their guys, and start creating those turnovers themselves.
Amati's held up on the boards.
I was surprised. I thought maybe you might see a blue card there.
No blue card, no power play for UCFC, a power play unit that has only had 11 chances and only scored on one of them. Statistically, the worst power play in the league, but haven't really had a chance to get going on the power play because you don't get blue card calls very often. Foul called on UCFC. Barbaro Chelier in the way. And now it'll be Jaime Romero to pick up play again. Back to Hernandez. Hernandez, a Mexico City native, goes high off the wall, and Bordeaux will pick things up. Bordeaux stumbling, crawling on all fours, and eventually the whistle blows for a foul. Surprised he kept his balance there for as long as he did, Bordeaux. He was doing a bear crawl for a while.
Yeah, if he could have gotten away from there, they would have had a 3-on-2, but unfortunately couldn't keep his footing.
Good work on the far side from Emmanuel Belliard, the Dominican Republic national futsal team native. Wins possession back for Utica. Have to take advantage of chances if UCFC want to climb back in this game.
Have to play with a little urgency here as well, too.
Still 25 minutes left in the game, but the clock is always the enemy of the losing team as Chelier gets ran down on the near side. Good win back from Chelier, but Bordeaux is held up. Chelier gets it back, and his lengthy frame couldn't hang on to possession as Hernandez collects. Bordeaux got up limping there, and the UCFC captain immediately to the bench, hobbling off. Chelier flicked forward. Santana brought it down. Went to the opposite corner. Vinny Dantas, miscommunication there. And this one can roll all the way into the hands of Christian Hernandez. Out now to Jorge Leal. Hernandez on the far side. Misplayed pass, but no pressure from UCFC means Leal can track it down. And now running with it on the near side. Another turnover. Vinny Dantas is one-on-one. He has a man on the far side. Will go himself. Dantas. And once again, the decision made was not the right one for UCFC. As Jace Berger goes sliding in, that's going to be a blue card. So Jace Berger will head to the penalty box for 2 minutes, and Chihuahua will head to the power play. Their 23rd power play of the season.
Yeah, you know, it's just kind of been the way the game's gone today, where missed opportunity again for Utica. Like you said, probably should have laid that ball off. I'm not going to fault Vinny for taking a shot there, but because we didn't finish, Chihuahua comes back, and now they get a man up.
So 2-minute power play for Chihuahua, who are the 6th best power play in the MASL, converting at a 36.4% clip coming into today. On the other side, UCFC on the kill, 9 for 11 on the season, which is 3rd in the league. UCFC haven't seen too many penalties this entire season, either for or against. So this is a power play and a penalty kill unit, and hasn't had much real game experience this far into a season. 9:40 left in the third quarter. This is Hernandez. Gets it back. Chihuahua very content to pass around and move this UCFC penalty kill unit around. Out wide, picked away by UCFC, and Oliveira is chasing this one down. Beats Hernandez. Oliveira, long-range effort is high and away from Hernandez. No shorthanded goals this season for UCFC, and that record will stay for the time being. Rolled out wide, off the wall, right in front, rifled into the top of the net. It's Hugo Puentes, and it's his 2nd of the game. And it's a Wallace score right off the wall, and a power play goal for the Savage. It's 9-1.
Yeah, again, this is about as textbook as you can for a power play. Chihuahua moving the ball around. Utica, again, get lucky with the odd man rush, and Kelvin unfortunately couldn't finish. But with that miss, now it's a 4-on-3.
And already down a man on the Jace Berger power play. The goal from Puentes puts the Savage up 9-1. The power play is released, so Jace Berger will head back to the UCFC bench, and immediately Drew Taylor's pulled. Gio Alves, the extra attacker, on for UCFC. You see him on the top of your screen in the blue jersey with the black accents, so UCFC gambling now, already down by 8, looking for more attacking options.
Yeah, and like I said, to play with some urgency, I'm not saying, you know, they're out of it, but again, against a team of this caliber, and you're not getting those chances, you got to create something here. So I don't blame them going to that 6th attacker now.
Hernandez will step forward. Rolled in. And immediately turned over. Clipped out to DeAndrade, stumbling on his feet. Hernandez gets a paw on it. Drew Taylor was on his way to the bench, but instead will backtrack now as Chihuahua gains possession. Leal out wide. Good passing from Chihuahua, but turned over again. DeAndrade gets past one. Nilton DeAndrade rolls it in off the hands of Hernandez.
And it's not time to panic, you know. I get the shot from Nilton, but again, maybe a better option to lay that ball off.
Passing, and now a 3-on-2 the other way. The Savage can't connect on the far side. And Nilton DeAndrade feels some pressure and will get it away, but only as far as midfield. A foul called in the process as DeAndrade was down. And once again, Drew Taylor exits the field of play.
You know, we've seen this before out of Utica, where they've gone to the 6-man early, and they've gotten back into a couple games, but they got to be very careful with this Chihuahua team, because again, they're going to get their chance. They'll finish.
A Chihuahua team that loves to shoot from just about anywhere on the field. And right now it's Gio Alves in the net. Since he's signed for UCFC, Gio Alves has been the designated extra attacker. Really, since my first time ever watching this UCFC side a couple of years ago. Every time it's been a man needed on the extra attacking side, it's always been Alves. First it was when he wore the number 80, and now he's got the number 7 on for this Utica side. As Kelvin Oliveira works in a space, finds Belliard. Back to Alves. 6 attackers on. Alves has the extra jersey because if it does go the other way and Alves is forced to stay on the field, he can use his hands in the box, as it will now. Moving the other way, long range shot, clipped forward and wide of the net. Still a chance on the rebound, it's turned in, and it's 10-1 Chihuahua. With under halfway to go in the third quarter, another goal for the Savage. This one looks to have been scored by Jaime Romero, and that makes it a 10-1 game midway through the third. We'll be right back on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. It is utter domination from the league-leading Chihuahua Savage, who are up 10-1 over Utica City FC. UCFC went to the extra attacker early and paid the price, as the most recent goal scored by Jaime Romero on an empty net. It was Gio Alves sprinting back and sliding, just couldn't get there in time. That's a risky run when you're trying to get back into a game, as you leave that net empty.
Yeah, and if you watch Chihuahua, they definitely press higher than most teams do on that 6th attacker. You see teams go to that 6th attacker, a lot of times they drop back. Chihuahua's hanging right around midfield, pressing them.
So we're back underway. Still an empty net for UCFC. Gio Alves at the bottom right of your screen is the extra attacker in the blue jersey, and he's on the ball now. Looking up to Shalier. Shalier battling 2 players and can't come away with possession, but Wanalava will grab the ball. Return pass to Gio Alves, who can't play
touch it.
And now he has to. So the goalkeeper, or the man acting as a goalkeeper, cannot play the ball twice in one possession.
On your own half.
In your own half, that's correct. And Gio Alves did that. And so it'll be a restart right where the foul occurred. Wanalava just has to do better there to play it forward.
I mean, honestly, it's probably a good thing Gio played it, because if he didn't, they would end up scoring on that anyway. So.
And the restart does allow the UCFC goalkeeper, Drew Taylor, back on the pitch. So not the worst mistake in the world there. Not the worst foul to take, I should say, if you're Gio Alves.
No, not at all.
Back the other way. Chipped into an open space. And now Luis Medrano will bring it down. Now near side, Jorge Rios, who has a goal today. That ball goes out of play. It will be a restart for UCFC. Out comes Gio Alves again. It's a 4-point night so far for Hugo Puentes, 2 goals, 2 assists. Roberto Escalante has a goal and 2 assists. Javier Gallegos has 2 goals. Jorge Rios, goal and an assist for the man who trails only Kelvin Oliveira for points in this MASL season. The Savage looking to chip another ball towards the goal. Instead, it's deflected out of play by UCFC. And again, Drew Taylor sprinting back out. 15 shots on goal for the Savage, 10 of them in the back of the net. And really a lot of them have been close range shots, headers, 3-on-1 breakaways, as this team continues to run circles around UCFC. And another one-on-one free ball in and poked home for the Savage. Right past Drew Taylor, sliding out. And Carlos Hernandez gets on the score sheet for Chihuahua, his 7th of the season, and a 10-goal lead for the visitors.
That's just too easy there. You know, nothing against Nilton, but you can't let that guy beat you there. As you saw, it's one-on-one, and you know, keepers most of the time, you know, you can only do so much with those. But good finish by Chihuahua again.
Carlos Hernandez makes it 11, and UCFC are still left searching for answers and still with an extra attacker out there on the field now.
I mean, all game long, because I don't feel like they've gotten those numbers forward, and you know, I would say start pushing more forward here.
They will now with Mershad Ahmadi off the wall. Pinol in and scores.
Maybe I should have said that, you know, a couple quarters ago.
Right on cue. There's a look at Mershad Ahmadi. Kelvin Oliveira with the initial pass. Ahmadi goes off the wall. And Junior Pinol up in front. 2-11. Just slowly chip away and make the scoreline a little bit more in favor of the home side. "20 minutes of action left inside the Adirondack Bank Center in the first game of 2 between Utica City FC and the Chihuahua Savage. This game will be played again tomorrow, Sunday, at 3 p.m. Eastern. There's a bouncing ball in the box, contact to the face, and a foul called on Chihuahua. Like you said, Jason, the direct play working in favor of UCFC. Just get the ball forward and let the target men take advantage, and Pinol and Mershad Ahmadi did exactly that.
Yeah, most of the game so far, you know, we got one attacking player. Utica's got one attacking player in the offensive third when we're looking to play the ball, and Chihuahua's so quick to double or triple team. We haven't gotten those opportunities.
Again, another turnover. This one off the wall and just off the inside of the post. Another chance missed for Chihuahua as there's a contact right on the defensive zone on Cole Stevens, and a free kick upcoming. Played quickly to Kelvin. He wants to go quickly again, and Jorge Leal reads it perfectly. Good 1-2 passing. Hernandez all alone, sliding in as Pinol. And still with Hernandez. Great tenacity from the forward. Now one-timer. Oh, what a strike from Chihuahua. Hugo Puentes, the hat trick. And he does it in emphatic fashion. It's 12-2.
Yeah, Chihuahua just playing with all the confidence in the world right now. They know this game. They feel the game's in hand. And, again, some of the passes and the plays they're doing, the finishing, I mean, it's just clinical right now.
And nothing that Gio Alves could do about that one. The extra attacker was standing in the net, but I don't think any goalkeeper in the MASL is stopping a shot that close with that much pace from a striker like Hugo Puentes. Pinol can't maintain possession, turns it over on the back end, but wins it back. Moves forward and can't complete a pass. Turn back over, here's Keaton Woods. He'll slow things down and find Kelvin Oliveira. Woods. Oliveira again. Woods gets it back, has options left and right, and just passes it right to Hernandez. And now moving quickly the other way, Drew Taylor back on the field as Oliveira applies pressure. Now Nilton De Andrade flicks it towards Oliveira And this Chihuahua team with some confident passing. 3 players forward for Chihuahua. No one back to defend for UCFC, but the defense holds out just enough time. As this one rolled in, I think Taylor got a slight touch on it. Rebound. Another save from Taylor, up and away from harm's way. And now De Andrade clipping it forward. Shalier caught up in his own feet. And Drew Taylor has to come back out as it's played to the near side in Jaime Romero. Gallegos, who has 2 goals today, finds Arturo Valley. Now to the far side, UCFC in the midst of a change, a lot of space for the Savage, and a 10-goal lead. And Chihuahua will pass it around the back. Clipped out of play by Shalier. And 2.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Roll to the near side. Hernandez clips it back. And now forward. The Savage intertwining play. As again, it finds its way into the corner. Chested down by Santana to Drew Taylor. And Taylor will go long. Intended for Stevens, and it goes out of play.
Once again, with the owner of license plate GTW 8897. This is your last warning. Please get your car moving.
Taken back now by Arturo Valley. And now it's Jaime Romero. Romero gets it back. Pressured, and now Santana's in space. Nelson Santana went down hard, but looked like a clean tackle from Jaime Romero. De Andrade battling, he loses it to Jorge Rios. And Andrade takes down Rios on the back end. Rios wants a blue card, and he won't get it. As there's another look at that challenge. Looked like Romero got the ball, and then the follow-through took out Santana and sent him flying. Maybe sold it a little bit as well.
No, I agree with the official there. I wouldn't have called that. You know, good tackle.
Here is Rios. Lays it off. Long shot deflected up and away by Mershad Ahmadi. Now to the far side corner, another restart for Chihuahua, who have been excellent on set plays this entire game. 82 seconds left in the third. Rolled back, Keaton Woods the first one there. Woods battling, can't maintain possession, still with Chihuahua, into space. Woods again, oversteps and will maintain possession, goes down hard, foul called on Woods. Quick restart as the referees will stop it. Ball was too far in front of where the foul, too far behind where the foul occurred. And so the restart moves it to the correct position, and now directly into the corner. Shalier flicked up, gets another one, tipped in front, and Hernandez has to gather it into the breadbasket. Here's Brandon Gonzalez. Worked out wide, picked away by Stevens, and he can't maintain possession. Moving the other way is Carlos Hernandez. Taylor comes out, plays it off the wall. Belliard. Forward to Oliveira. Kelvin on the turn, was all alone, defended by 2, and 31 seconds left to play. Clipped forward, Stevens the first one there. He gets it forward and up and out of play. Another intentional delay will see Chihuahua get the ball in a favorable spot with 23 seconds left in the third.
Utica's really got to pick it up. You know, obviously this game is well in hand for Chihuahua, but you got to send a message for tomorrow now. This is going to be a little gut check for the fourth quarter.
And the Savage want a timeout, so they will take one. And during this timeout, we'll take a look at really how this game sort of got to this point, because it started off pretty quick for Chihuahua. 3 goals in the first quarter, but UCFC came out in the second quarter and was firing. Got a goal from Chio Alves, cut the deficit to 3-1, and then it was just complete domination the rest of the way from the Savage.
Yeah, like we said off the bat, turnover is going to be a big deal, and the chances that Utica got, or the lack of chances, not materializing in that final third, really hurt them, and Chihuahua, again, capitalizing on all their chances.
So Utica City FC in the midst of a huddle on the timeout. Chihuahua was already done with what they wanted to plan out on this set play opportunity. And with 23 seconds left in the third, Hugo Puentes has been the star tonight. 5 points on 3 goals, 2 assists, but also Jorge Rios has a goal and an assist. He's creeping ever so close to Kelvin Oliveira on the other side for Utica City FC. Oliveira, who has been kept pointless so far in the first 3 quarters, and has been on a 10-game streak of goals, assists, whatever you want to call it. He's been scoring points in every single game he's played so far, but right now against the defending champions, Oliveira has been silent. Really, the rest of the team has been silent as well. That one Alves goal and one Pinal goal is really all that UCFC has to show for it. Set play, double pullback, and good block from Dantas, who comes up limping. And Dantas will have to head off, as UCFC will again go to the extra attacker. Flipped forward, and now all the way to the other side. Hernandez will knife it away. Alava keeps it in. Jace Berger running the other way. And another empty net opportunity, clipped wide. Rebound still loose. That one also wide. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 12-2 Savage lead. After 3 periods of play, we've got 15 minutes of soccer left here inside the Adirondack Bank Center. You're watching the MASL on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center as we approach the final 15 minutes of play from the odd. It has been a near perfect game from the Chihuahua Savage. I think perfection would maybe be 15 goals for them, but 3 missed chances, 3 saves from Drew Taylor that have really been good saves to deny goals. Other than that, I mean, really no other way to describe this performance from Chihuahua. It has been pure and utter domination.
Yeah, and again, take nothing away from Chihuahua, but Utica definitely has not helped themselves all night. And, like we've said throughout the broadcast, some of the choices they've made between two options, it always seems like they're making probably the wrong one. And again, it's easier for us up here to say, hey, yeah, you should have done this. But again, the way it's been going all game, just can't get any breaks to go their way.
That's Jason Palkovic. I'm Arnav Pokrell. We're with you for the final 15 minutes inside the Odd on CBS Sports Galazo Network. And immediately a chance forward for Chihuahua. And a save from Taylor. The rebound turned wide from Chihuahua. And a Savage back forward again. It is relentless pressure. And another shot cleared off the line. Second chance headed towards a goal off the crossbar. Third chance cleared away by Mershad Ahmadi and into the netting. It only took 26 seconds for Chihuahua to get another golden opportunity.
About 3 golden opportunities.
Berger turning into space, and he passed it to an empty field, but Pinal gets onto it. Extra attacker still on for UCFC. It's Gio Alves who enters your screen now and has the ball. Pinal fired from Kelvin, and it looks like it hit Pinal in the heels. Now out wide, Shalier. Oliveira. Nilton De Andrade. Alves. De Andrade again, pressure coming from Chihuahua. Oliveira has to go to the corner. Turned down, looking for Alves. Gio Alves will get it back. Fakes a shot, lays it off. Pinal, left foot. Instead lays it off. Berger fires a shot. Berger will win it back. Out to De Andrade. He goes from distance, saved by Hernandez. Rebound to Shalier is high and wide. And again, UCFC putting things together on offense, but really too little, too late. Absolutely.
And Chihuahua has backed off. They didn't press as nearly as high as what they have been with the 6 attackers on.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. This is Utica City's first game in a couple of weeks. Had a week off because the MASL All-Star game was right here in the Adirondack Bank Center between Team Kelvin Oliveira and Team Nick Pereira, who's out with the Tacoma Stars. It was a good time in the All-Star game and a great event for fans and some of the best players in the league. Notably, no Chihuahua players because they were playing another game 2 days later, and travel would have been really hard to manage. And also, you want to worry about your player safety and make sure that your players are well rested. So Chihuahua not electing to send players to the All-Star Challenge or the All-Star Game. As there's a shot saved by Taylor. But the All-Star Game was a great time in the Adirondack Bank Center. There were a lot of great players in attendance. Here's Woods, and his touch is too long. And really, we've mentioned it a few times now. Really has been the story for such a talented Keaton Woods, who has had some great moments in this UCFC arena, just hasn't been able to put it together this season. As that one deflects in, and it's picked up by Drew Taylor. And Taylor goes long again, just scraping under the scoreboard. Here's Oliveira. Oliveira to the back post and running into Hernandez. Big time contact there between Hernandez and what looks like Nilton De Andrade, but good to see both players up. Hernandez looks like he got the wind knocked out of him.
That could have been bad, and Nilton did hold up, which was good because those two looked like they were going head on.
So Hernandez back under play as that one clipped by Jace Berger and out into the Chihuahua bench. You can get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. All the way back to Hernandez with 12 minutes to go in this one. Put forward, and Drew Taylor will see this one into the box and into his hands. Forward to Berger. Great feed from Drew Taylor. Oliveira picks up with speed. Oliveira down the boards, looking for the top corner, couldn't find it. And now forward again, Mershad Ahmadi. Brings it down off the boards, looking for Oliveira at the far post, and a great read from this Savage defense. Hernandez. Amadi with pressure. Pressure still coming, this time from Santana. And brought down by De Andrade. Oliveira battling. De Andrade, great touch. Out wide, and Andrade scores! Milton De Andrade finds the back of the net. Just the third goal of the night for Utica City FC. It's 12-3, Savage lead.
Yeah, give Utica credit for fighting here. You know, this is a tough play. Could have probably touched it to Kelvin, but I like the fight in Milton, and great finish. And you got Mershot at the back post, so even if he missed it, hopefully he would have put it home as well.
So Oliveira will pick up the assist as Milton De Andrade finds the back of the net. And once again, UCFC on the board, this time in the fourth quarter. So after being shut out in quarter number 1, the home side has been able to score at least one goal in quarters 2, 3, and 4. As moving the other way with speed, here's another chance for the UCFC offense. That one high off the glass from Berger. Schalier clips it back. Belliard giving chase. Flicks it up over one. Can't get past another, and he goes down hard. Santana's all alone to defend. Alves in the box now. Great dive from Nelson Santana. And Belliard gets hip checked as he went up in the air to head it.
Nelson, the savvy veteran, always reading the game, bailed Utica out with a nice block there.
If you disagree with the call tonight, you might just see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review, with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. There's a good header from Oliveira. Intended for Woods. It'll fall to Gio Alves. Sandwiched in between Alves and a Chihuahua player. Empty net for the Savage. Alves tracking back. Steps forward. Jaime Romero thought about it too long. And now a chance for Chihuahua as there's a shot fired into the back of the net and scored for goal number 13 on the night for the Savage. And once again with the empty net, that's a risky run. Hugo Puentes will pick up another assist as the advantage was played on his foul that he took before it was turned home into the back of the net for what is now a 10-goal lead once again for the Chihuahua Savage. And UCFC will take a timeout with 10:06 left to go in quarter number 4 and a 13-3 lead. That was Jorge Rios with his second goal of the night and the 13th goal of the night for the Savage. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV on YouTube and CBS Sports Golazo Network. Alex Bastavansky and Phil Levanco are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's game and discuss the league's hot topics. That's MASL Monday every Monday night. Well, if you want to break this game down, Jason, it's one word, and it's Savage, and it's goals. That's all you can say.
Yeah, again, Chihuahua just has clearly shown why they're top of the table. You know, they played about as well as they could have tonight. And on the other side, Utica struggled. Again, offensive third. No chances not materializing. They're not taking, opportunity or taking those chances that they did create. And, it's been quite a show by Chihuahua. And if I'm them, I'm finishing up this game. I'm going to make sure Kelvin doesn't score and send a message to Utica, hey, you can't play with us. And on the other side, Utica, like I said, it's a gut check time. Let's see if we can get a couple goals back and make it a little more respectable of a game right now.
So UCFC will restart it. Pinal, Dantas, Woods, Alves, Oliveira. And it looks like Amadi on the far side, now working to the near side. So just about every forward option you could have out there. The only one really missing is Barbara Schlier, who is probably in the next rotation to come out. And immediately Oliveira looking along to Amadi again. He will play that pass to the corner. Amadi over his head. Alves couldn't get there in time. Oliveira couldn't get there in time, and it's home free again. And one off the inside of the post. Well, how about that? We'll see if the second chance opportunity goes in. Instead, Keaton Woods will win it back. Well, Jose Lopez just thought too much about that one, maybe thought too little about that one, and absolutely bundled that one wide and off the post and away.
Yeah, not like it's going to affect the outcome, but as a player, you don't want that to happen. I mean, that should be a goal.
Clip forward, Mershad Amadi thought he could get one in the back of the net and just absolutely launched that one high and into the netting.
And just typical of the game, you know. The one time they miss, Chihuahua misses a chance, comes down, Utica can't capitalize.
Hernandez goes long, it's headed on. Clipped away momentarily. And all the way back now to Carlos Hernandez. Amadi applies pressure. Penal chases down. And once again, Hernandez able to pass out of it. Dantas with the header. Wins it back. And forward to Junior Penal under his leg. And Hernandez grabs onto it. Jorge Leal moves into space. Turns it over. Olava out to Oliveira. Oliveira does good to maintain possession. Finds Olava running on the near side. Amadi held up, empty net, rolled in, and that will find the back of the net. It's 14, and that is Carlos Hernandez. Not his first goal, he's got a couple tonight as well. And the Savage lead by a considerable margin of 11. Really as simple as possible, just rolled that one in, no one's home. Mershad Amadi was the last guy, and when you're the last guy in an empty net, you can't turn it over.
Yeah, and again, you know what you're getting when you go to the sixth attacker. You're pretty much gambling. But again, against a team like Chihuahua, it just, you can't give those chances.
It is a complete performance from Chihuahua, who have all the momentum heading into tomorrow as well, where we will be right back here in the Adirondack Bank Center for game number 2 of the weekend doubleheader. Kickoff tomorrow, 3 p.m. Here's a chance off the outside of the post and wide. Golden opportunity for Belliard, who already has a point tonight with an assist. Another long-range chance. This one trickles in. It's 15 for the Savage, and Oliveira showing the frustration at the end of the play there as he kicks at the ball.
You know, again, you never want to quit. But at some point here, I'd almost say, listen, just leave Drew in, stop doing the sixth attacker, because they just keep pounding on against. Again, this is a great team you're playing against. And other than the one chance, the open net that they hit short, they're hitting the goal every time.
Back underway, Oliveira finds an outlet. It's Alves. And forward. Turn back towards Alves and out of play. As we hit the media timeout in the fourth quarter, still under 8 minutes to go. And what is a 12-goal lead for the Chihuahua Savage, up 15-3. You're watching the MASL on CBS Sports Golazo Network. Welcome back inside the Adirondack Bank Center. It is 15-3. The league leaders flexing their muscles inside of Central New York. The Savage dominating inside the Adirondack Bank Center. Vinny Dantas now has an extra attacker jersey on. I mean, rolling all the dice at this point with 7 minutes and 42 seconds left to play inside here, but really at this point, you know the end result of the game. You're playing for some momentum heading into tomorrow, but even now with an extra attacker, as Alves lays it wide and a chance bundled into the hands of Hernandez. And really an epitome of the game as Kelvin Oliveira heads it right to the defense, and it's now 16-3. And that one, miscommunication. Kelvin went for it. Dantas was going for it as well. And with two players going for the ball, Jose Lopez ends up home free. And finally, Drew Taylor back in the net for UCFC, down by 13 goals.
Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, that just has been the way the night has gone for Utica. Again, not taking anything away from Chihuahua, but just nothing Utica does seems right tonight.
Up off the wall to Shalier. All the way back to Hernandez. Rolled forward, here's Oliveira. Oliveira will get his goal. Make it 16-4. And head right to the bench. Well, this is what Utica City needed the entire game. The turnover leads to a goal-scoring opportunity, leads to an opportunity that is in the back of the net. It only worked out a few times tonight.
Yeah, and again, you're looking forward towards tomorrow now, and hopefully, you build off of this a little bit. But again, if you're Utica, I'm looking at this and be like, we can't possibly have a repeat performance like this.
So Oliveira scores. And now moving forward is Juan Alava. Alava cuts into space. Lays it off for Woods. Here's Belliard. His pass arcing and into the netting. Not what you need there from Emmanuel Belliard, the midfielder. Still a 12-goal lead for the Savage. As we await to go underway yet again from the Adirondack Bank Center. Back to Hernandez. Out wide, turned over again, but right back into the path of Chihuahua. Santana did well to win a race. Now Amadi's into space. Sandwiched on the board, still Amadi battling. And good play from Chihuahua to work it wide. Here's Castaneda. A chop back through the heel, and Castaneda loses out on possession. Belliard has it now. Turned over, Castaneda fakes a shot, second chance, turn home. Drew Taylor left frozen as it finds the back of the net for 17 on the night for Chihuahua. I mean, what a move from Castaneda. The fake shot freezes Santana, freezes Drew Taylor, and then a quick touch to the left, and a finish in the bottom left corner. And again, a 13-goal lead for Chihuahua, the largest lead of the night. Here is Oliveira. Looking forward, DeAndrade underran it. DeAndrade wins it back, he scores. No celebration from DeAndrade, just like Oliveira.
That's a good tackle, good win. Unfortunately, one of the Chihuahua players goes down. I was just going to say, at this point, you just want to get out of this game. No injuries, nobody's banged up. to get ready for the game tomorrow.
Yeah, this one does not look good. It's a right leg for a Chihuahua player. We'll wait to get a number on that one as the trainer runs out. That's Aaron Rivera, the trainer for Chihuahua. Been around the Savage for a while, Rivera. And he will look at the injured Savage forward as Andrade's most recent goal has the score 17-5. UCFC trail by 12 with under 6 minutes left to go in what has been a stop and start fourth quarter because of so many empty net goals and stoppages between the two sides. In just the fourth quarter alone, Chihuahua has scored 5, UCFC has scored 3, and we still have 6 minutes to play.
The only good thing you can hope for if you're a Utica City FC fan is hopefully Chihuahua uses up most of their goals tonight for the game tomorrow.
Right
like
now,
you said, they played a near perfect game tonight.
Looks like the injured player for Chihuahua was number 10, Javier Gallegos, who tonight has a hat trick himself with 3 goals, no assists. And Gallegos is a player that really stood out in those opening 2 quarters, was great. He had 2 goals to really kick off the game early on in the first and second quarter. And would be a big loss for Chihuahua if they can't have him back tomorrow. A really, really solid player for this Savage side that is chock full of solid players, but also some exceptional players today.
Yeah, like you said, if you're the coach of the Savage, I mean, I don't know what more you can ask from your players tonight. They've played as good as they could have, I think. You know, other than maybe finishing some chances, they had a ton of chances. You know, you can bust your one player's chops for missing the open net, but just a great game they played all night.
"32 shots for Chihuahua on the night, only 13 for UCFC. They announced the Nilton De Andrade goal here. They're catching up on some of these empty netters. As here's another chance, and Leal finds the back of the net. It's 18-5. And this UCFC defense is just being torn apart right now. Jorge Leal with his 5th goal of the season. And Puentes picks up another assist.
You got to have a little pride here, though. You know, if you're a player, you know, nobody likes to lose like this, but Chihuahua's just getting in behind our defenders again, and that's too easy.
It is now 7 points on the night for Hugo Puentes, 3 goals and 4 assists, as he is putting an exclamation point on what is Chihuahua's most dominant performance of the season, and his best performance of the season as well. Amadi onto that left foot, dragged across and cleared away. Amadi will get it back, miscommunication with Oliveira. Kept in front, and now Leal will grab it. Move it out wide, 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. One of the longer games that UCFC has played just because of the pure amount of stoppages. As Amadi comes in to clear away the deflection. De Andrade has Oliveira ahead of him. And will play that corner ball to Oliveira and play it out of play and into the stands. Once again, reminiscent of the night that Utica City is having inside the Adirondack Bank Center.
That's exactly how the night's gone.
Quick restart. Hernandez gets us underway as Luis Medrano will go corner to corner. And again, the Savage move with speed forward. Blitzing pass, Gio Alves. And now the one-timer into the netting. And continued pressure from the Chihuahua side, who even with a 13-goal lead will not give up. Shalier. Battling. Maintains possession, rolls it across. Alava. Forward for Gio Alves. Alves battling on the boards. Back to Hernandez, who gets it away. Alava does well to bring it down. Out wide to Gio Alves. Belliard. Alava again. To the corner in Pinal. Back to Alava, who can shoot from distance. He's the last man. Will clip it into the back post towards Shalier. And now off the wall, breakaway opportunity. Belliard comes in hard and commits a foul. It's a second blue card of the game for UCFC. The first one was Berger. This one is Belliard, and the blue card puts Chihuahua on the power play for 2 minutes. Belliard, his third blue card of the season. He now leads the team in blue cards. And just late contact after the ball had already moved on to the knee of a Savage defender. So 1 power play goal already today for the Savage and a chance to make it 2 with a 2-minute man advantage in the closing stages of play at the Adirondack Bank Center. The official noting is reckless tackle for Belliard. And it's a power play now for the Savage. UCFC down a man for the next minute 45. Pressure from DeAndrade, and he goes away with it. DeAndrade with speed. DeAndrade rolls it wide. Berger is going to get there first. Jace Berger into space. He draws a foul in the process. So Berger will step back and take the free kick. UCFC looking to kill off 90 seconds of a Chihuahua power play. They're a man up due to the blue card to Emmanuel Belliard. Rolled back to Oliveira. To the back post, headed forward. Big leap there from Nilton DeAndrade, but he couldn't direct it on frame. .65 seconds of a power play for Chihuahua. We talked about how the last time these two teams met, it was March of 2023, and the final score was 14-4 in favor of the Savage. This one might end up being worse than that scoreline. Gallegos, good to see him back out on the field after he took contact to the knee. Now another chance for Berger on the shorthanded attack. Instead, breakaway opportunity on the power play. Here's Escalante. Down low, Taylor comes out, and read well by Nelson Santana. He's fouled hard, but play continues. Escalante lays it off. Chipped forward, Gallegos, one-timer wide, and turned home at the back post. And it's now 19-5. Savage dominating. Here's another look at it. Santana just too slow with possession. Escalante lays it off. The ball gets scooped in towards Gallegos and then finishing at the back post for goal number 19.
And again, you can't leave guys open. Savage players running through, back post, they aren't missing that chance.
And these 18 goals, now 19 goals for the Savage.
Everton's going to challenge that there was a foul on Nelson, I believe, there.
The red flag has came out for that potential challenge. Well, Chihuahua has had one game this season where they scored 21 goals. That was against the Tacoma Stars earlier this season. It looks like they're chasing that number now in the final 2 minutes of play.
I don't know if you're going to get that call. I mean, it looks like he got the ball first, and then the player.
Santana. There was a little hook around from Gallegos, but you're right, Jason, does look like ball first, and then Santana just goes down with the incidental contact that happened with it. And the ruling is the goal stands, so the challenge is unsuccessful for Utica City FC. It's a 19-5 lead for Chihuahua. So back underway. The power play is cleared. And we will get things started. Final 2 minutes of action. As immediately forward to Kelvin Oliveira. Brought it down well. Stabbed at it. Oliveira still with it. He finds the back of the net and scores.
Give credit to the players again, fighting through this. This is not an easy game to play. You know, when you get in games like this, last thing you want to be is out there sometimes, and they're not quitting.
Oliveira split the legs of Jaime Romero, who actually assisted the last goal for Chihuahua to Jorge Rios. And now with a 19-6 game, Chihuahua has matched its best goal differential this season, 13, against Tacoma earlier. Oliveira's second. And now he's fouled.
That should be a card.
Card comes out of the pocket, and with 78 seconds left, it'll be a UCFC power play to close out the game.
I think they were looking for a shootout there, but I think the official was saying there's somebody else, another defender back. Kelvin was looking for a shootout.
Multiple players running back for Chihuahua, was nowhere near the last man. As Oliveira did well here to win possession back. And as you can see, the player coming across, it was Jose Lopez who was there as the last man. So just a blue card and a power play for UCFC. And a chance for the power play unit to get tested against one of the better penalty kill units. 72% on the kill this season for Chihuahua. Off the wall, Oliveira fires high and wide. That's a good look for UCFC. Pass off the wall from Amadi to Oliveira.
Yeah, you got some heavy hitters out there with some cannons for shots for Utica.
Penal, Mashad Amadi, Kelvin Oliveira, Vinny Dantas out there as well. Really 5 forwards on the field. Maybe you count Andrade as a midfielder, but players who score goals for this Utica City side. Under a minute to play inside the Adirondack Bank Center. De Andrade out to Dantas and back to De Andrade. Oliveira, back post, intended for Amadi. What a save from Hernandez, and cleared off the line. Somehow avoiding everything in the ceiling. Play continues.
The bench, Utica bench doesn't seem so. They thought it hit something.
De Andrade wide across. Dantas took it away from Rashad Amadi, who was free at the back post. And now everyone hustling back. Milton will split 2 and go down. Foul called with 21 seconds left to play.
There again, quick outlet to Mershad. It's a 3-on-2 with Junior, Kelvin, and Mershad.
UCFC just a step behind the run of play today, this entire game. Unable to match the speed and technical ability of this Chihuahua side. 10 seconds left. UCFC still in the power play. Players running around. Oliveira with 5. Deflected shot will go wide. And Chihuahua will see this one out. A dominant victory for the Savage. 19-6 over the home side Utica City FC. And Jason, I mean, it's hard to ask your thoughts on the game, but we'll talk in a little bit about what went right for Chihuahua and what UCFC can improve heading into tomorrow. But before we get to that, in the second part of our post game, it'll be an interview for Brennan Miller down on the field to talk with a few of the players, maybe 1 or 2 of them, in just a few moments. On the night of domination for Chihuahua, it was led by Hugo Puentes, who gathered himself a hat trick of not just goals, but also a hat trick of assists +1. 7-point night for Hugo Puentes with 3 goals and 4 assists. Jorge Rios got a hat trick himself with 3 goals and 1 assist. Roberto Escalante had 1 goal and 2 assists on the night. Javier Gallegos had a hat trick himself, and really the numbers are flying off the charts for this Chihuahua side. And once again, we send it down to the field with Brennan Miller.
So we're down here with head coach of the Chihuahua Savage, Mr. Edgar Martinez. Coach, things seem like they were going really well for you out there right from the jump. What kind of did you see coming into this game that helped you out to that lead?
So we have to do, every game we have to do our best effort. The guys, they play very good. They respect Utica. So we have a very clear objective. So we want to play good every time. We're going to do some show for the fans. And my guys did a very good game.
So you guys back here tomorrow to face this same team. What are some of the things you're going to try and carry from what was a pretty solid performance for your side today?
We have to keep going. Our goal is very. We have a goal to play good, to be a champion again. So every game we have to do our best effort. So tomorrow is going to be a good game too.
All right, thank you, Coach.
That's Brennan Miller down on the field with Chihuahua head coach Edgar Martinez, a noted winner. And that's what he did tonight. We'll be right back after the break on CBS Sports Golazo Network.